We all know Unc to lash out. I done seen Unc lash out a few times. I can't lie. I done seen Unc lash out a few times. I can't lie, man. I done took my 2-strand twist out, man. How y'all niggas day going, man? My shit going smooth, man. Appreciate y'all niggas for the 450. For the 450, man. I really appreciate that shit, man. They going good. Let me get a mic check real quick. Let me take my 2-strand twist out. Perfect. All right, bet. Let's get into it, man.
Walk out while another got a strap pulled on him. These are times Charleston White checked interviewers. Orlando Brown caught a quick reality check trying to play with Charleston White during what should have been a regular sit-down. Brown kept calling Charleston daddy and wouldn't let certain topics rest, even after White made it clear that wasn't what they were there for.
Orlando Brown and Charleston White did an interview. I ain't gonna lie, I've never seen that shit, bro. That is two crazy personalities together off rip. But this nigga called him daddy, hey yo.
Topics rest, even after White made
you
it
shouldn't
clear
be doing no
that wasn't what they were
interview
there
with this weird ass nigga anyway.
I was gonna beat that up.
I went to jail for killing a white man when I was a kid.
And you threw cops and all kind of shit.
Whatever I got to deal with, I can deal with.
Now got the he got the motherfucking brain.
I'm out on bond. Can you leave that case alone? That's an open case. I'm out on 2 felony bonds. Can you please quit talking about that?
That's real. Unless you gonna let me get the gang.
No. See, that's what I'm saying. This with some bullshit.
That nigga was some zesty shit.
No, he done said.
White was trying to keep it cool at first, but Brown kept pushing his luck, looking for a viral moment by trying to make Charleston lose his composure on camera. That's when White had to let him know what's up.
You done admitted to being f***ing by a Hollywood executive. You wouldn't fight nobody. You done admitted to being f***ing by a Hollywood executive. You wouldn't fight nobody. You didn't fight them that shit. No, you didn't fight that shit.
You ain't fight them niggas out your ass. It's crazy, my nigga. Hey, yo. Nah, real shit, though, nigga. You not finna fight nobody, nigga. You was a kid. You ain't gonna fuck. What? How old you was? You ain't fight them niggas out your ass. Charleston White always gonna say some real shit. On game. You trying to talk shit up here to me, gang. You ain't fight niggas out your ass. That nigga funny as hell. Hold on. I'm wiping my hands off my phone. I ain't want to get my mouth dirty.
In Hollywood.
The interview really started hitting different when Charleston flipped the script and started grilling Brown about his Hollywood days.
Tough ass. When they were trying to f you, did you fight?
Cat Williams, did I speak in you?
When they were trying to f you, did you fight?
Whoa.
When they were you, did you fight?
Wait, so you snuck?
I don't believe that.
Are you saying you snuck?
You have a son named Frankie.
Yeah, I know.
You have a son named Frankie.
I'm gonna let this nigga switch the topic. I do not believe that. Cat Williams not going. He exposed y'all niggas. But hey, it could be some we don't know about. But I feel like after watching the whole interview, that nigga rejected all of that shit. If y'all know, you know. But I don't know.
You have a son named Frankie. You have a son and Frankie.
Since you would have fought that hit me, did you fight?
Only thing that looks good to you is
No, don't try to switch up now. Did you fight them executives that were trying to
beat up?
Did you fight?
With Brown still playing and steady dropping that daddy talk, Charleston finally let everyone know he was about to dip.
When we beat our kids, what do we tell our kids? Daddy. No, I'm a daddy.
Yo, don't call him daddy. He don't do that. Yeah.
Man, no,
You gotta call him Unc.
I want to talk game, man. I don't want to do this bullshit.
That's Unc,
Let's
bro.
call him Unc. Give him respect to call him Unc. Come on.
Now the nigga gonna beat the
But if you thought calling someone daddy in an interview was wild, wait until you hear how quick internet jokes turn into yanked mics and almost hands being thrown on Aiden's stream. The whole situation with Prime and Charleston White on Aiden Ross's stream is a perfect example of how
Ain't seen
internet
this in a
tough
minute,
talk
though, I
can
ain't
get
gonna lie.
real quick. Everything was cool until Prime decided to come at Charleston about some clip he'd seen online.
He sent me back, said that's gay ASL. And I didn't know what the fuck that meant.
I'm sorry, you're gay.
No, he's not. He changed my perspective. No, hold on. Gay ASL. I've never seen it. Have you?
I seen my
Exactly. I seen my.
Instead of keeping it professional, Prime started throwing shade and dropping wild comments about Charleston's sexuality.
Well, he can't keep it real on camera. He can't keep it real on camera. We can't keep. I didn't. But why you worried? Why you worried about? As a man, why he worried about where I sent my dick?
I can show you my porn.
As a man, why he worried about where I sent my? Why he worried about where I sent my? As a man,
What about it?
Aiden tried to fix things, but it pissed Charleston off even more. You could tell Charleston wasn't feeling how Prime was trying to play him on stream. And next thing you know, Charleston's yanking off his mic and ready to show Prime this wasn't just internet talk.
you came and jumped in, nigga. You ain't gonna do that, nigga. What you gonna do then, nigga?
Bro, you better get that way.
What you gonna do?
You gonna get your knife?
I don't get no knife. I know what to do. Then I'm gonna throw the punch, nigga. Then I'm gonna, what you gonna do, bitch ass?
He got Mason, you wanna get close?
And I'm gonna spray it too.
Charleston stood up, letting everyone know he's ready to handle whatever Prime wanted to bring. That's when Prime probably realized he went too far, because he hopped up too, but was real quick to call for Aiden to step in before things got out of pocket.
It's just not that serious, bro. None of that is serious, bro.
Nigga,
I ain't threatening you, nigga. I'm just saying, none of that. Me? What did I do? I jumped out of this shit.
Come on, homie. He got Mason, he got bare Mason hands.
You come jump into something you ain't got no business in. Say, homie, he booked me to come here, not you.
Nigga, he booked me too.
I don't give a f***. You ain't the
Fuck talking to me, dude.
You ain't the
Clout chase this all day.
clout chase.
These guys are forgetting Charleston ain't one of those internet personalities just.
Yeah, that whole situation is just weird overall. I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. Prime was most definitely chasing that shit.
This next interview shows what happens when someone tries to push that street code narrative.
Yeah, Prime was most definitely chasing that shit, bro. As a grown man, you should not be worried about where nobody's saying anything. You know? I really don't get enough of it. I really don't get enough of it.
White's sit down with Queen's Flip started out chill but heated up fast when the topic of youth justice came up. They were talking about a 13-year-old kid from Philly who witnessed a murder. Queen started pushing that tired street code talk, like kids should know how to move in a grown man's world.
What was your stance on it? Because, you know, people stopped messing with him. Uzi Vert and a couple of people out there stopped messing with him because the paperwork that came out of him by the code that we was raised on.
Man,
like,
wasn't no 13-year-old kid raised on that code.
How you know that? How you know that? Nigga, you was 13 killing niggas, nigga.
Man,
Huh? You was 13 killing niggas. You forgot?
man, we wasn't on no code.
That's
though,
because
homie.
you changed your life.
Listen, homie.
Man down,
Listen, homie. We was all kids on no code. It wasn't no code at 13.
Charleston wasn't having it. He's been in the trenches, doing real work with young people. And he wasn't about to let Queen's keyboard gangsta energy slide. Charleston hits him with the facts. No sugarcoating.
So what was your standpoint in that situation? That he...
Listen to what I'm saying. He was a 13-year-old kid, fam. Are you that Have you killed before?
Who, me asking me?
Have you ever been convicted of killing before? Don't play like you such a fucking hardened criminal where we talking about a 13-year-old kid.
What that got to do with hardened criminal?
A 13-year-old kid, you say he got a code?
He came through with his usual no-nonsense energy, calling out the absurdity of holding children to the same rules adults cling to in the streets. You see, for Charleston, the so-called code was just another excuse to keep hurting the community. And he made it clear he wasn't here for it.
We're still kids at 13, homie.
So you saying...
I'm telling you, I grew up with who killed their mothers and their fathers and then was still crying. I grew up with some of the most children who committed some of the most worst crimes in the history of the state of Texas. And I'm telling you, homie, they was children. It wasn't no code.
Charleston backed the kid 100%.
Them niggas' brain not even fully developed yet, my nigga. What is you talking about?
Anybody who think that kid was...
They could at least be 18, 17, 16, 13, bro. You ain't even stepped in high school yet, so... I think about me at 13, I was smart as shit. I ain't gonna lie. Like, But I ain't really had that full on awakening until like 8th grade for real. Like,
was wrong, and you ain't never killed nobody. Every speaking on that ain't never done nothing, homie. So that's what I'm saying. I slept next to them who y'all think stood on code, and them cried when their mothers couldn't come see them on Christmas. Cried on birthdays, and every time the anniversary of their crimes came around, homie, them kids was up. How many, man, you can't even stand over a dead body at the funeral home long, and folks ain't crying and snotting. Some of the hardest killers. So come on, homie, we ain't finna do that to our black children.
Now the conversation really switches up when Charleston starts breaking down the science behind youth development. Instead of hearing him out though, Queens try to play him like he was just some dude who Googled something.
Doesn't develop into at or around 25. So you telling me that's just a normal brain? That's just a normal fucking brain.
Something that you learned and you had to read.
No, I didn't read it. I didn't read it, homie.
You had to read it.
I didn't read it, homie. I'm telling you, I'm working with it. I'm working with these killers. You listen, I didn't read it, homie.
Queens trying to flex internet knowledge, and Charleston had to keep it a buck and remind him who was the expert in the room.
You're a character, though. This is a character. The real you behind it.
Dude, listen, he's stuck on the internet. I'm telling him to get off. I'm telling he's an internet. That's why he's so
never internet nigga.
He's an internet.
Never internet.
Internet.
Never internet.
That's
You're
why
an
he said
internet,
that
my nigga.
about what I'm saying.
You're
on the
internet, my nigga.
I'm telling him in real life, I work on Capitol Murder.
You telling me this in person. You telling me this in person.
I'm telling you, the internet is a
Bro, just because he doing it in person, but you talking about some internet shit though, nigga. Like, we're in person, bro. Like, this nigga is dumb, bro. Like, it just hit different when the niggas who interviewed you I'm supposed to be asking you just questions. Start over talking like, bro, shut up, nigga. Ask me some good questions, bitch. Ask me some good questions, bitch.
I'm telling you, the internet is a character. Didn't I just say I created
value?
Didn't I tell you, homie? I created the internet persona, the character.
That's what I'm talking about.
But you said, I'm talking
right here. Charleston,
I'm talking about brain development. I'm talking about brain development.
What's poppin' chat?
I didn't read it.
How y'all niggas doing? How y'all niggas doing, chat? What is this nigga talking about? This nigga's a goofy. This nigga's a goofy.
I'm talking about brain development. I'm talking about brain development.
You had to read it.
I didn't read it.
How the f you gonna learn about brain development without reading? You Jesus' son, he touched your brain and put the implanted memories and knowledge in your brain like that. Stop doing that.
The whole thing
Okay, this New York niggas just be overdoing it. Like, but now you just talking, man.
started getting out of control, but Charleston made sure
I'm
to let
leaving.
Queens know that he was just there because Queens cut the check.
Internet ass nigga. I just said
nigga.
internet ass
Never in my life.
Feeling good, bro. Feeling good, bro. You fuck with the new setup, bro, in here? Oh, the new setup in here?
one to me.
Queens,
I wouldn't give a f where you from.
You
Wouldn't give a
ain't
f where you from,
you go on the
nigga.
internet to
I
talk
wouldn't know.
Hey, Charleston White standing on business, though.
Go to the internet to spread my gospel.
Charleston White most definitely standing on business.
Spread gospel.
And that nigga like
No,
me
to spread gospel. You paid to get me here. The f talking about spread
But
the
to
gospel.
get me here.
You paid to talk to me. What I'm talking about. You talking about.
I pay you.
I get paid to open my motherfucking mouth. Make $75 an hour as a defense mitigation specialist, and I ain't read a motherfucking thing. Sit and I listen. I sit and I listen like you need to do to the experts. I'm the expert. Nigga paid for me to talk, not for you to
Nah,
talk.
but I don't have to believe.
Pay, you
On
ain't
real-
got to believe
on
what
some
you
real
say. You
shit.
ain't got to believe it. Waste your money then. Got to believe something. You got me here.
By the end, it was clear Charleston
Appreciate it,
wasn't
brother.
about to let anyone push a dangerous narrative about kids needing to follow street rules. For him, the conversation was about breaking
Hey, comment down below what kind of streams you trying to see from me, bro. Put some suggestions down there, Twan. Y'all, two of y'all watching this later, bro.
cycles and protecting the next generation, not clinging to outdated codes. But wait until you hear how some Twitter fingers turn into real threats. When someone
DJ
brought up
Vlad
old murder
did an
how some
interview with
Twitch
him saying
generation, not real.
Us
Not
Vlad,
to let
nigga.
DJ Vlad disrespect
DJ
him
Vlad
online
looking
after
ass nigga.
Vlad jumped into the beef between Charleston, Aiden Ross, and Boozy. The whole thing kicks off with Charleston convincing Aiden to cancel his stream with Boozy. But Vlad took to Twitter throwing shots at Charleston, posting,
"It's funny how you Charleston always tries to gaslight and calls Boozy a killer even though Boozy went to trial and was not found guilty. Meanwhile, Charleston was convicted of killing a defenseless man while trying to steal his jacket."
Ooh, that got Charleston hot real quick. He fires back, reminding Vlad that while he plays a character online, Boozy's the one with real bodies.
Yeah. Tell Boosie I knock his bitch ass out. Hey, can't now, nigga, gotta get insulin, can whoop me. Nigga, you better go, nigga. Tell Boosie I knock his bitch ass out. Him and Tootie Raw. Yeah, I knocked Boosie ass out. Boosie don't want to fight.
The back and forth got so heated that Charleston straight up asked Vlad if he wanted to throw hands. But the word is,
Charleston, the NPC, and why is this nigga playing Fortnite music? Why is this nigga playing Fortnite music? But Charleston is an NPC.
fourth got so heated that Charleston straight up asked Vlad if he
We be saying some real takes sometimes, but it's like the shit you do, bro. It's like, it don't even matter, bro. The takes you say, bro, I don't even know. That nigga just all over the place. Charleston.
if he wanted to throw hands. But the word is Aiden canceled all his planned streams with Boozy out of respect for Charleston, which shows there's probably more to this story than what the public knows.
I think Boosie anyway, and I think you too, Vlad. I bet y'all don't want to fight. Listen, Vlad, we don't want Boosie on Aiden Ross. Yeah, we don't want the diabetic freak on Aiden Ross. And plus, he's a killer. He used kids to kill people. That's why we don't want Boosie on there, okay? Aiden Ross is a kid-friendly channel.
You could tell the situation was weighing on Charleston's mind, since he kept bringing it up in other interviews. Unlike some other times when things got physical, this beef...
Bro, you was not kid-friendly neither, though, bro. Ain't gonna lie. You a convicted killer. And even if you wasn't that, just the shit you be talking about. You be talking about some real shit sometimes, but you got some horrible ass takes too, bro. I'm like, damn, sometimes I can't even name one on the top of my head, but like, I don't even know, bro.
Stayed online. But knowing Charleston's history, Vlad might want to watch his back if they ever end up in the same room. Interviewer found out the hard way what happens when you try to threaten someone over city pride. Charleston White was always quick to check interviewers who step out of line, and Lil Pistol Starter found that out the hard way when he asked Charleston how he felt about Memphis, pointing out that dissing the city could get serious.
How you feel about Memphis? Now look, before you say something about Memphis, you know Memphis nigga get on nigga ass, you know, I'm just saying.
Even though Lil Pistol was trying to keep it
They
light.
got into it. I forgot what that nigga went viral for, but he an interviewer? What the hell? My fault, y'all.
You know Memphis nigga get on nigga ass, you know, I'm just saying.
Even though Lil Pistol was trying to keep it light,
Lil
Charleston
Pistol
wasn't having it.
I don't care nothing about Memphis.
For real? Why not?
Why should I feel anything about Memphis? I don't live here or nothing. So why should I feel anything about Memphis?
It's the most talent here though.
Why should I feel anything about Memphis? You ask me how I feel about a state that niggas to prison.
Yeah.
When niggas go to prison, what do it say? Such and such versus the state of Tennessee. So why would I feel anything about a slave state? Why would this ask me how I feel about the plantation?
We're not even halfway through this.
Nigga look
Why would
down.
I so
What's gonna be this NPC response to this, bro? Because it shouldn't have been nothing. Like, damn, even though I am from here, he right though. Because he did say some real shit.
why would I feel anything
What he
about a
finna
slave
say?
state?
Predictions, chat.
Why would this ask me how I feel about the plantation?
We're not even halfway through this, and Pistol's threatening to put hands on Charleston.
What would you do if I slapped you?
What? That was your next bro. What would I do if you... Bro. That's why you can't talk to a fucking nigga seriously. You seen dude at the mall, bro, Lil Pistol, bro. He a goofy, bro.
Versus the
What is he
state of
talking
Tennessee.
about?
So why would I feel anything about a slave state?
Why would I feel anything about a slave state,
Why
bro?
would this ask me how I feel about the plantation?
We're not
Then he
even
said,
halfway
what
through
would you
this.
do about
Pistol's
slapping, bro?
threatening
He's
to
a
put hands on
troll.
Charleston.
What would you do if I slapped the shit out of you?
You go die.
Oh, gang.
You talking about Hollywood?
Yeah, you go die. I don't know no.
He's not even laughing. Yeah, nigga, you trolling. Memphis nigga slow as hell. Oh, damn, nigga in the chat said Memphis nigga slow as hell. Let me find out about y'all Memphis niggas. Y'all slow, bro?
What would you do if I slapped the shit out of you?
You go die.
You talking about Hollywood?
Yeah, you go die. I don't know no man you can slap and you wouldn't die. You might slap a boy.
Type shit.
Yeah, you might slap a boy, but nigga die slapping me.
Lil Pistol started talking about shutting down the whole interview, even calling Charleston a pump faker. The disrespect continued when he told someone off camera to give Charleston some melatonin or weed to chill him out.
Man, this my city, man. I shut shit down. I shut shit down. I shut shit down. I can't. Come on, man. Stop it. Man, stop it. He pump fake it. He pump fake it.
Charleston wasn't about to sit there and take it.
I done been in this city 7 times. I ain't seen you do nothing in this city. How this your city?
Hey, you standing on 10.
Yeah, how's this your city, Hollywood? Tell us.
How is this your city? And then your coworker just said, hey, yeah, tell us how it's this. Oh, my God, bro. Yeah, you a goofy, bro. Got my face breaking out. I got a bump right here, bro. What the hell? What the hell?
Sit there and take it.
I done been in this city 7 times. I ain't seen you do nothing in this city. How this your city?
Yeah, how's this your city, Hollywood? Tell us.
Like, your coworker, like, bogus as hell, nigga. Shut the fuck up. Nah, I'm on, like, I don't know whose side to be on.
All you gotta do is Google me.
I ain't gotta Google nothing.
You do.
I don't like no Google talk.
Hey, he probably needs some melatonin. He turned. You probably need some melatonin. Hey, get him
This
some
can't be your city.
He chose to walk out.
Bro, it
saying
can't
Lil
be your
Pistol was
city.
talking smack about his city.
I hate niggas who let this my city, bro. You really think you the main character, bro, to think this your city, bro? What makes this your city, bro? I don't even know what that mean, bro. Like, what do that mean, bro? What do that mean when somebody say this my city, bro? Like, nigga, you killing everybody in the city, bro. You got more money than everybody in the city. You could do whatever you want in the... All of that shit, nigga, everybody else could do it too, my nigga. So, what makes this city... I don't know. What niggas be talking about?
City he didn't
What
even know
niggas
that
be
well.
talking about?
I don't like talking to young dog. Interview over.
Oh, bro.
Fucking ass got a goddamn thing going. Yeah, I hate these whole ass like this here. Man, let's go. No, I done got mad. Somebody will slap me. What I have, man, let's go.
Charleston makes it clear he's not afraid to set boundaries or straight up leave the building. But walking out ain't that wild. We got a conversation about Chicago turning into Charleston pulling out a strap on camera. Of all the times Charleston White checked interviewers, his confrontation with DJU in 2022 was probably the most intense.
Whoa,
the
pulling
tension
out a
started
pole?
when Charleston was defending
On
FBG
DJU?
Duck's mama and King Von's family. Charleston made it clear that he didn't care about King Von because Von was a savage.
Dude, this is a horrible gaming experience. How do you live like this?
Well, I don't know, Linus. I don't have time to research upgrades for this.
When DJU told him not to speak on him like that, Charleston didn't care.
King Von was a killer. My mama had 2 sons locked up for murder, and my mama let everybody know I'm not in agreement in what my son's done. All right, but look, so this is what I'm saying. You can't make me care about King Von, mama. I don't give a f*** his mama. Y'all love his mama, I don't.
You know, Von and Duck was like counting.
I don't know that.
That's when it goes from 0 to 100. Charleston's like, you can't tell me how to talk, especially since he felt he had every right to speak on this situation.
Why y'all not helping their mama? Why Texas got to pay his mama car note? Why? And y'all want to tell me what I'm going to do with my money?
Yeah, you want to do it because you...
I didn't... No. She asked me.
No. Shit,
she need a car, no pay, and she don't ask. You think I'm calling that? You need your car, no pay? So y'all go help the...
Bro, for real shit. For real shit. Bro. Nigga in chat said, I can assure you this is not Lil Pistol City. Bro, what the hell? Y'all niggas.
A car, no pay. How the f*** know she need a car, no pay, and she don't ask? You think I'm calling that? You need your car, no pay? So y'all go help the... Since y'all got so much to say, get back to money then. I ain't have to help now more you right now. My mama ain't got a bunch of kids.
Bro, I need to damn move my camera down for y'all to see this, but I'm gonna have to move everything down, which is very annoying. But this nigga DJ, you really laughing right now, for real. I'll be laughing too. What the hell?
All you hoes got a bunch of kids that died. My mama ain't got a bunch of kids that died. All you hoes buried your babies, y'all pain. Give me back my goddamn money.
In a wild moment showing just how quickly Charleston can flip, he upped the strap and made it clear that he wasn't playing games.
In Chicago, y'all suck my dick. I keep a goddamn gun for whatever.
Hold on, guys.
I don't give a f***. I keep a motherfucking gun. I keep a motherfucking gun. Nigga, I keep a motherfucking gun. Chicago.
What's grab your gun?
Say, homie, you better... What you got going? You better... Homie, what you mean what I'm on? So... With a gun in my hand.
DJU tried to laugh that off like it wasn't that serious.
Nah, he just was a character mode.
But Charleston was beyond talking.
Bro was just a character mode.
Point.
He ain't lying to me telling me I can't say what I can say. So I don't give it all that say. Let me say what I'm gonna say. Who told you that? Don't say homie interview. I say, what can I grab in my motherfucking gun? Ain't nobody coming to treat you violently. Ain't nobody coming to you violently. Say homie, any one of you. Ain't nobody coming to treat you violently.
Oh, he in that bitch with hella Chicago niggas on gang. I need my strap out, fo. Hey, get back, fo. Hey, get your ass back, fo. Hey, I'm in this bitch with hella niggas from the rack. I don't feel safe, man. Get the fuck back. What's poppin', chat? Get the fuck back.
Thankfully, nobody got shot, but this incident shows us why interviewers need to tread carefully with Mr. White. And speaking of these heated moments, the next podcast crew learn the expensive way, why you shouldn't try to give someone a pop quiz during an interview. What started...
Yeah. Alright, let's see what this interview talking about.
Like a regular episode with the Think a Mill podcast crew would turn into Charleston trying to give back their money after a question about his temper rubbed him the wrong way.
Question, nigga, what the f wrong with you? Like, what you be on? Like, what's your aim?
First violation. We doing violations today, chat. First violation to this nigga. What's wrong with you? Why are you yelling at? What you could have been like? What be wrong with you, bro? What be going on the internet? I be seeing, because I don't even know what the question is even to ask. But it's probably not even nothing serious, my nigga. You just yelling it for no reason. I forgot what it's called, but like communication, bro. Like, nigga, it really, why is you yelling?
Money after a question about his temper rubbed him the wrong way.
Question, nigga, what the f wrong with you? Like, what you be on? Like, what's your angle? Like the way, like, what you...
I'm angry.
You know?
I figured I
wake up just like
These niggas don't know how to talk and shit, bro. That should have blown me.
To shoot up the neighborhood. I wake up angry just like everybody else. To the club that don't pay attention to no...
The host tried to press Charleston, suggesting that while he acts happy, he's really just tripping on social media.
Well, how you are angry and always popping like you a happy nigga. So now you contradict. Because when I be checking you out, you popping Like you like a rapper or something, right?
Well, the rappers have always mimicked it.
This nigga sound like he hating because nigga, he just said I wake up sad. This nigga Charleston just said I wake up sad every day, bro. But I see you on Instagram. You be happy though, bro. Get your hating ass on, man. What the hell? What the fuck?
The players from the streets. The rappers have never came up with their own identity.
So you a carbon cop?
No. I was born before rap.
Now, Charleston didn't hold back any frustration, straight up telling everybody on the podcast that he hates talking to young people. The tension kept building, and then Charleston got hit with a question that he couldn't answer, which he called a quiz.
Uncle Wayne them, who had a watch, who had a chain, who had a pinky ring, and who had cars that they own in barbershops. Yeah, I'm a barbershop. But to go back to your feelings, contradict.
Nah, we standing on feelings. This ain't no feelings.
No.
Taking your brain.
That's why I don't like talking to.
Not even 3 seconds after that, Charleston was done. He stands up, walks out telling his people to give the podcast hosts back their money. His reason? They weren't letting him speak his piece.
How do you? Because you asked me a question and you won't let me answer. You asked me a question,
but you on some police shit. I asked you something. You go with the police question.
Your first question. Your first question was.
What's the first question? Let me see how all that got.
Get them their money. They won't even let me answer the question. Get them niggas back their money.
Hey man, get your old ass back.
And then he go, wait.
Get back their money.
Hey man, get your old ass back. Get your sensitive ass back over here.
Then nigga, get the fuck out of here, man. Niggas goofy, bro. You do all of that? I don't even know, bro. Niggas just be talking, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I could handle all of that shit, though. I know how to bypass shit. But certain niggas you just can't bypass without damn near getting a nigga moment. Like, nigga, I damn near treat, like, I'll be talking to you the nicest way, and nigga, you think I'm treating, I damn near did just treat you, bro. Cause I sometimes I'm not respectful, bro. I'm gonna try to be respectful, but then I'm treating your ass. Then he get mad, so now we do gotta fight it out. So I'm like, no, I don't even know. Interviewer, bro. Any interviewer, like, just stay in the interviewer place, bro. Like, no, don't ask too much crazy questions. With me though, bro, it ain't really too much crazy questions you could ask me though, you know. But the drama that these niggas be in, it's like, yeah, nigga, if you bring up some shit like that, nigga, while I'm on the interview, I'm finna kill you. No, yeah, me personally, I could never be deep in no shit with these niggas being.
Get them back their money. Let's go.
Really, T?
You know, life get farther and farther. I'm just 18. Might do get crazy. Like, nah, it is absurd shit if the interviewer bring up. The bits I bring up.
Teaches us something here. When Charleston feels disrespected or like he's not being heard,
that nigga Narwhal know everything, bro.
He doesn't hesitate to cut things short and bounce, even if it means returning the bag. That ain't the only time Charleston stood on business. He had to check this interviewer on who's really helping the community.
John Wick brings you the action of the summer.
Y'all niggas like John Wick? I low-key fuck with John Wick, bro. What John Wick was that? I ain't gonna lie. I think I only watched 1 and 2. I ain't gonna lie.
Up to 97.9 The Beat, what could have been a regular promo interview, turns into some real talk about how the radio's been moving in the community. It all pops off when Charleston is talking about his experiences out there and had to address how the game's changed.
So coming from a community standpoint, there's many boots on the ground, grassroots organizations that feel like...
This nigga said, a nigga in the chat said Narwhal video is fake. That wouldn't make sense. Like, boy, ain't no damn way you know. Fuck out of that. Bro. Yeah, that nigga Narwhal eventually one day gonna hit me with the script. He gonna hit me one day with the script, be like, J-Bo, what's some nobody knows. I'm gonna be like, I don't even know. I can't tell y'all.
Our local radio station don't do enough in the community or highlight the local people in the community. The boots on the ground, grassroots organizations that feel like our local radio station don't do enough in the community or highlight the local people in the community. The celebrities come through here. We don't make them stop at the schools no more. We don't make them stop at the community centers. So everywhere I travel throughout the country, I make it my business.
Drawing from over 10 years of community work, White breaks down how radio stations used to do it. Bringing artists straight to the hood, making them connect with schools and community spots before they could even get on air.
I've been working in the community for over 12 years directly with Councilman Caraway, John Wiley Price, the Dallas mayor, Greg Abbott. I work and live in this city. And when I say the radio station, the church is invisible to our communities. I don't care what y'all say y'all do here and behind stage.
When host Jazzy Black tried to defend how the station handles things now, Charleston had to set it straight. It wasn't personal, but facts about how corporate radio lost its connection to the streets they say they represent.
Most people don't even know where this radio station is. We don't even know what y'all look like. I hear you, but this is my first time seeing you.
Yeah, I remember bro, growing up, bro, I used to most definitely hear the radio station a lot. And they ain't gonna lie, and I was just getting born into that era. You feel me? So I ain't really even get to see it that much, but I did hear the radio station and then watch Nick Cannon on that shit. That's how I figured. No, I'm pretty sure I figured out about Nick Cannon some other way. But I heard Nick Cannon on that bitch, and I was listening to the radio station growing up. I ain't gonna lie. That shit just don't hit the same no more. I ain't gonna lie. They not in the kids' ear no more. And when they was, it wasn't a bad influence, I don't remember. It probably was damn near, if I'm being honest, but I don't think it was too bad. The radio didn't used to be too bad. I remember it used to be something. I don't even know. I was really I'm fried right now, and I was in like, I don't even know. Stop yapping, homie.
I hear these radio personalities. I barely know what I barely know what y'all look like, and we live here.
To back that up, he lists everybody he worked with, from city officials to community leaders.
Y'all just got one video, but everybody gets it around here from me.
I agree. My only thing is I don't want it to be one of those narratives that's created like the radio station ain't doing, because that's absolutely not what's happening.
It's not a narrative. It's a fact.
It's not a fact.
I live here.
Just because I live here too.
So, but you work here.
Instead of just throwing shade, he was painting a bigger picture about industry changes. But Jazzy wasn't really feeling the perspective.
He doing his live. Hey, I fuck with Charleston, bro. He doing his live. I'm on this bitch. Fuck time out.
Guys are told what to do.
I'm not told what to do.
You just told me that the radio, whoever the radio labels is, the music labels, tell them what they can do when they come here. So
that's on them.
So they say, so you're told that you can't go out here and do certain things because you have a boss.
Who are we to stop people from having an experience with some people that they love because they don't have 5 minutes before it's scheduled time? I mean, people put money
in. Yeah, she's trying to defend the fuck out her job, bro. Set that shit up, man.
Heated when Charleston calls out how radio stations weren't there for him during his legal problems. Something Jazzy took personally.
The radio never spoke of nothing, but they'll speak of a viral moment, a viral video.
What are you talking about? You pulling shit out of your ass. Like, I myself go down to juvenile detention centers. We out here doing groundwork.
Let's not make it personal.
I am making it personal.
You said I, and I said the radio.
I'm just
I don't know you, but I don't know you though.
Okay, so listen.
I don't know you, mama. I said the radio.
As an entity.
I said the radio.
As an entity, we are doing groundwork every day. We got trucks out in the street right now.
Where?
We got niggas out here everywhere.
Where? Give me a location.
We was in Fair Park, South Dallas yesterday.
Give me a location.
From 8 to 2 a.m.
Where? Because we don't
I
seek
just
out.
said at Fair Park.
We don't seek.
Nigga, you can go online and see it.
I'm telling you 12 years. You're telling me one day.
And that's what you get when street politics clash into the corporate world, showing how some conversations just hit different when you're speaking truth to power. But if you think that was tense, we got Charleston again, dropping some perspective. So when it comes to wild interview moments, Charleston White's sit down about Asian Crips shows how quick things can just switch up. And what starts as an interviewer trying to get White's take on some feedback from the Asian community turned into something else entirely. The energy was vibing out when he tried to explain how some Asian folks felt about their connection to black culture. Now White's not trying to hear any of that, turning what was supposed to be a conversation into his own thing.
They're highly upset about what you said.
Yeah.
About the Asian community.
Yeah.
They feel as though they feel as though they were raised with black people. They have brothers who were black. They came from the same struggle.
They ain't come out no black. They ain't come out the seed of. So whatever they think they grew up with, they are not us.
Things get real heated when White started to break down how these same people had used the N-word against him, a black man.
But how can they disrespect? They can't take that word and use it against me. That's the example I use, right? They want to embrace our culture, but when they get mad at us, how do they say though? How can they use that word toward a black guy and call me a?
He goes deeper, talking about how he can't respect anyone trying to use black culture as a weapon against black people.
I don't like anybody who think they can take our culture and use our culture against us and then want to use the word derogatory toward a. And they say they our brothers.
When the interviewer tried to cool things down by saying the Asian community was being respectful.
Me personally, I really don't get no fuck who say nigga. That shit just a word. I don't give a fuck. I ain't gonna lie. That shit just a word.
White wasn't having it.
They didn't respect homie.
But when it's used against me, most definitely I'm finna. I don't know, it depends. It really just gotta be the situation. I don't know. I really don't get no fuck.
They were saying the delivery.
They wasn't even saying the delivery. They were saying that's the old day. That's the South. They was disrespecting the South. They didn't show no respect. They were saying that's the old day. They saying they got the right to call us.
But he a old head on gang. Like he actually experienced like nigga his grandparents, nigga his uncles, nigga his cousins, nigga like his great. You feel me? He was like a part of that generation when it was much closer to like nigga we was actually getting treated bogus, nigga. He damn near was getting treated bogus in the 90s, nigga. Like you feel me? So that shit hit harder when you was born. Like we got it easy. We was born into this shit, so. We ain't really got a big grudge, but we still kind of slay got a grudge. We still slay got a grudge type shit. And I know they do too, like.
They shoot at us, is what they telling us. We taking y'all culture and we gang bang against y'all, but we don't have no evidence of riding with y'all. They don't ride in prison.
The situation got more tense when the interviewer suggested that some
on gang in prison, everybody get what they. Nah. Shit, that's how it is mostly though. Everybody in prison get what they race. But nah, I'm pretty sure some people be clicked up though. You feel me? That shit really don't be.
Asians consider themselves part of black culture. Ooh, White shut that down quick.
You know, they were basically saying that they're because they grew up with black people.
They dick ain't big. They don't have big. Chinese men don't have. They can't never be no. They can't talk how I talk because my is bigger than a Mexican man. My is bigger than a Chinese man.
So instead of just backing off, White kept the pressure on, putting the interviewer in the hot seat for even bringing up these kind of topics.
How they tell them how they homie. Tell them to go look at the motherfucking me mass incarceration statistics. They ain't joined in with us with the prison population. 1 out of every 3 of us going to prison in America. How the they are and them ain't going to jail like us. When last time you seen the police shoot one of them round-faced motherfuckers?
An important lesson in due diligence. You better know what you're doing when you're dealing with people who aren't afraid to speak their mind. You can't just throw out spicy topics and expect everything to stay cool.
Yeah, I can't throw out no spicy topics, bro.
Captain.
Yeah, if I'm doing the interview, I don't know if I want people doing no topics, but we doing that, bro. This shit might as well be a fucking podcast, nigga. Like, if we doing the interview, nigga, ask me questions on me. And if we doing a podcast, nigga, then ask topics. You know? Or is they all still an interview? I don't know. Am I tweaking? Am I tweaking? An interview supposed to be for you, and then a podcast. A nigga ask me some topics, and we can talk on the topics. You feel me? Or am I tweaking? But yeah, we gonna end this video right here, man. Make sure y'all niggas have a good day. I don't know if I'm up down there game today. I might down there. Ooh, I'm most definitely finna. I got something planned for y'all niggas today, bro. Ain't even gonna say too much. But make sure y'all niggas have a good day. Make sure y'all niggas get some food in y'all belly. Make sure y'all niggas don't lose y'all parlay. Nah.